Alright, no more funny business. We had a couple fun nations. I hate the fact I just refer to Italy as fun, but that's it. No more fun. We've done all the fun that we could possibly have, and now we're back into the gritty reality of Latvia. Hey everybody, welcome back to your favorite Hearts of Iron 4 player, the man who is trying to complete one simple task of playing every single starting nation in Hearts of Iron 4. It's me, A2Z Productions. I have nothing else to say. Oh wait, hold on a sec. Did you guys know that Hearts of Iron A2Z is where I play every single starting nation at the start of Hoi4? Blah 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 gunshot. And today we are playing the special little nation of Latvia, for which there are weirdly a lot of mods that rework it. And this one has been reworked to have this side profile black and white photo of Albert, or as he's famously known, Alberts. I'm just going to preemptively say I have not checked out this mod. I have not looked if it's good, if it's bad, if it works, if it crashes. We're just going in and we're going to trust our boy Albert. The cool thing about the letter L is that not only do we get to play Latvia, we then get to move over to Liberia, and then we move all the way back for Lithuania. And we don't even get the common courtesy of playing them with the updated focus trees because they're not out yet. So Latvia it is. Alright, drum roll please. Okay, well, you hear that? That's the drum roll right there. Okay, drum roll. Will there actually be a decent focus tree behind door numero uno? Kind of. Alright, so we can bring out the hammers, finish the coup d'etat, follow the thunder, or strengthen the satvasmi. Strengthen the satvasmi. I think I said that right. I don't even know what this means. Thunder over Europe. Gains national spirit, power of thunder, which grants non-core manpower 25%. Okay, buddy. Alright, so for the most part, it doesn't seem too overpowered. It does kind of keep us limited over here in the Baltics so far. There is some stuff like demanding Prussia, which seems a bit out there. Alright, I think from what I can tell, the best options we really have here is kind of going down here, where we either go monarchy or nationalistic. But, I don't really want to do either of those things. Although the big Baltic Entente does sound, pretty poggers. And I know we've played a lot of mods that are very, let's just say not realistic, but I think becoming a 1936 Crusader state in the Baltics, it might be a little bit dumb. So that kind of leaves us over here with joining the Germans, which I don't really want to do, because that's what we did with Estonia pretty much, and invaded the Soviet Union. I kind of want to make friends with the Soviet Union. My god, we actually have a tank division. And not only do we have a tank division, but I got Fear 3000s. That's right, fellows. Bring me out the hammer. Because whilst I'm not too scared of the Germans invading me, because the Germans would never invade me because they don't have it in their focus tree or AI to justify on me, the Soviets definitely do. You know, you never really hear about much going on over here in the Baltics. My Baltic subscribers, if you had to sum up one of your countries retrospectively with one word, what would that word be? You're all just going to say depressing, aren't you? I know you're all just going to say depressing. Considering even with a focus tree that gives us a whole bunch of factories like this, I don't really expect us to be an industrial powerhouse. So we're going to focus mainly on just creating some good infantry. Hey, I guess technically we do have the mighty Latvian Navy. Sure is mighty. The Lithuanians, the Latvians, or the Estonians that have, like, the weird navy that was founded by the British, and they just gave them a bunch of old Russian boats, and then their naval ensign is just a weird British inverted flag. Which one of you guys is it? Owner, put your hand up. Yeah, Braun, put your hand up. Which one is it? Put it up on screen right now. Oh, so what exactly is your goal for this video, A2Z Productions? Surviving. I would just be very happy to somehow survive. I don't think I will. I think I kind of want to be friends with these guys, Germany. Oh, I like how we just got an event about the Eurobasket 1937. The Eurobasket of 1937 was recently held in Riga, Latvia. Attended by teams of 8 European nations, the 1937 Eurobasket was second European basketball championship ever hosted. Latvia got its rights to host it by winning in the first Eurobasket championship, which we held in 1935 in Switzerland. Lithuanian team has won this year, followed by teams of Italy and France. Latvia ended the championship in 6th place. I guess there just really wasn't much going on, though. It's newsworthy that we got 6th place in the Eurobasket. Well, no better way to celebrate losing the Eurobasket, I mean, coming 6th in the Eurobasket, than a communist revolution. I mean, I do gotta say, though, that is a cool heckin' flag. So as soon as we switch communist, well, the Soviet Union is putting a lot of pressure for us to join them, to which we are just going to say no. Thanks, bro, but I will be your best friend at the cost of you not letting me die, please. Oh god, I have clearly entered your office at a very trying time, Mr. Stalin. I'll find my way out. Why are there armed guards everywhere? Right, my Baltic brothers, you must join me in my cause of world revolution. Because I'm in the Soviet faction, their troops are just kind of shadowing along with my invasion here. It's like when you're riding a bike and your parents behind you as you finally take the stablers off, you know, just in case I make a bit of a fool of myself here. That's right, Mom. It's called communism, and it's not a phase, okay? It's a lifestyle. Cool emoji with the shades. You put that one up, you know, the emoji with the shades, he's the coolest one. Right, we have unified our country. Well, our country, we did kind of steal these other countries, but we have unified them by stealing them. I was going to see if I could get an early wall off Poland, but sadly, the United Kingdom is here to clamp my balls in the vice. So, I guess we'll just sit here, really. Oh, I just justified on Finland, just to see if they would justify them. They immediately did. I feel like that may have caused some problems for Stalin later down the road. Alright, that ain't my problem. That's Stalin's problem. You know, now that I think about it, we might actually change from going infantry here, because I've noticed we've got up to a pretty decent industry, and if the AI has no way of declaring war on me, the Germans and the Soviets, we could technically create some tanks and send them as volunteers. Now, we don't really get any resources to do that, but we could trade with the Soviet Union to get said resources, so it could technically work. It's the only plan I really have here. For that to work, though, I really need to get better tanks than the Mark B and the Vickers Carden. What is that? Yeah, we're really not looking too good on the whole resource part of this game. Hey, Stalin, how do you feel about moving the border a bit further east? That's right, you stupid little mustachio man. I'd like to see you try and take Memel. It's my Memel! You want a little tidbit about what's so cool about Memel, guys? It's actually where the first meme was invented, hence the name Memel. Look, I'll put it up on screen right here. This was the first meme ever invented, and it came from the Lithuanian town of Memel. Nice, and you guys say I never teach you anything. That's all I'm here for, teaching you. Well, there goes the Germans starting a wee bit of a, you know, I'm sure will definitely be a war that'll be over very quickly and won't have countless lives be affected. I just realized in our focus tree, we can do the Grand Potato Project. 2 years ahead of time, penalty reduction for nuclear technology. Oh, I also justified on Portugal just to waste the AI's guarantees, and it actually went through. Well, no. Right, so there goes Poland. We now have a few years to get our stuff together before the Germans will turn back east, and hopefully we figured out a way to defeat them. Hopefully. Yeah, I thought that might come back to bite the Soviets in the booty. Because Finland joined the Allies. That's not my problem, though. As you can see from our production, we may just have a tank, in about 500 years. I'm gonna rule you, Stalin. I did not sign up for this, even though I did create this mess. In the middle of all this chaos going on in the world, I am trying to get a sneaky invasion on Sweden, but I get the feeling that this may get noticed. I mean, surely you got already a lot to handle, Britain, right? You don't need another thing to get yourself tangled up in. Yeah, we gave a little test, and they immediately joined the Allies, so I guess we'll just, we'll save that for another day. Instead, we will use our potato scientists to create the greatest tanks the world has ever seen. And also a really big potato. My interest, just because you two are at war with the same people now, does that mean that you're gonna be less friendly to each other? Because I kind of want you to kill each other. Oh, that's cursed. Who let the Italians do this? I've accidentally created a monstrous timeline where this is a possibility. In doing, kind of ensuring my own survival, I've also kind of inherently destroyed the rest of the entire world. I mean, hey, as long as Latvia's having a fun time, that's all that I care about. Oh, Germans are justifying on us. I think they're doing the focus which gets them Memel, but I'd like to see you try and take my Memel. Oh, I did a focus, by the way, and he gave me 2 little tank divisions that aren't any good. But it is extra medium tanks, so they will go in the supply bin for when we are ready to actually build some. I guess not. I think they were just doing Barbarossa, because they now have a war goal on the Soviet Union, and not me. And they do have an awful lot lined up on my border. Safe to say. I've kind of given up on the whole actually building stuff at this point. All our factories are going to buying foreign resources to build us the tank brigades. I'm not joking when I say every Baltic man's blood, sweat and tears are going into these tanks, because if they fail, we have nothing. Just kind of waiting to see who's gonna light the powder keg over here, because it is definitely due to happen pretty soon. I like how I've done 3 of these resource techs right now, and we're still pretty much getting no steel in this country. I'm gonna go to free trade, I think. Yep, that pretty much did not change anything for our economy. Oh, that's not a good sign. The Germans, not obviously going east, are now somehow managing to invade Ireland. That's not a really good sign, is it? It's not a good sign at all. The Germans weren't suspecting the famous counter-naval invasion. Guys are taking so damn long that my tanks are actually ready. If one of you don't start this war, I'm gonna start it myself. 1943, you may be asking yourself, has the war started yet? No! Not only is the war not started over there, the war's actually completely finished over here. Japan is now a democratic country helping to invade the Soviet Union. And I don't think I'm too good at this spying stuff, considering all of my agents are currently in a German prison. Oh, I'm sure glad you joined the Allies, Turkey. Sure glad you did. Oh! I was AFK. This took a while. Right, well, I ended up with way more tanks than I expected to have. These are all very overpowered tanks, by the way. Now, I need to make sure that I do this right and don't join the Soviet-American War and instead join the German-Soviet War. Oh, problem with having these big, large amounts of tanks is that they sure be thirsty. I have the potential here to get a pretty gamer encirclement, but that's if my fuel lasts. We're really limited to what we can do here. Unfortunately, our epic advance has been stunted by the fact all of the infrastructure blew up. Tanks don't do too fresh when there is no supply. God, I am definitely getting cocky here, but there is big pockets of Germans to be eaten. My God, I am reaching so goddamn hard, and we are left so vulnerable over there, but I will get this encirclement. I'm straight up out of fuel right now. We need emergency fuel. I just gave away every single factory I own to the Soviets for 6 days of fuel. 6 days! Come on, there we go! Yes! Alright, I literally had to sell everything we own to get that fuel. We are building nothing right now, and we are trading away everything for fuel. No steel, no nothing. Production has stopped. I've sold my grandmother's fish stall for Soviet fuel. That's right. I'm sorry, Grandma, but there's more important things than making a living, like giving my tanks fuel. But oh God, was it worth it? Look at that pocket. And then look at Warsaw too. I think with that alone, we may have just completely collapsed the front up here. I see no tanks whatsoever, just infantry, and the infantry is not looking healthy. I've taken way more casualties than I would like, but I've also inflicted almost 1 million now on the Germans, and that is pretty tasty. And I will break you. Yeah, I found if I just take about 5 of these tanks at once instead of the whole death stack, we do a lot better. And whilst we are pushing westwards, the Soviets are getting pushed eastward, because they have no damn supply and they're all dying. I don't want to say the weight of this war may be a bit too much of my back, but I'm almost up Berlin, and you guys haven't moved an inch. Thank God, it looks like the Allies are actually doing something though, because they shouldn't be down to Latvia. I'm not too sure how we ended up in this bizarro world where the Latvians encircled Berlin and this. But that's where we are. Definitely not looking too good for the Germans now, and the Soviets are just endlessly human waving the Germans, even though their divisions are well better off than yours, Stalin. What happened over here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure as soon as we got Berlin encircled that the Germans are indeed goners, but one thing I am very interested in seeing is how many of them I killed. 2.1 million. I thought it might be more. Cursed thing is, Germany still has between 180 and 250 divisions, but just look at the state of this front line. Where the hell are they all? Oh, Romanians didn't have a fun time over here, did they? Oh, that is kind of cursed to look at. Oh my God, we gotta capitulate Bulgaria. God, free me from this pain. Oh my God, thank God. Now, I think once Bulgaria capitulates, yes, we did it. We saved the world by technically sending it to hell, considering the Soviets and the Allies were still at war, but we never joined that, so that's not our problem. Once again, we get that interesting book where now the Allies and the Soviets are just fighting in my land. You guys need to go home. I think after all the heartbreak of having to sell my grandmother's fishmongers to, you know, fuel my war, quite literally, it's only fair that I get all of Germany. I mean, it would have looked a bit better if I got to keep Poland, but unfortunately, that was never an option because the AI hated me. But hey, I'm pretty happy with our game. It was kind of like the Canada game where we were just microing the entire time, but that was still very fun, especially starting off really small and not getting too overpowered. But if you enjoyed this Hearts of Iron 4 A2Z special Latvia episode, feel free to subscribe and hit the like button down below for more Hoi4 A2Z content. One more Baltic country left, guys. Just free me.